Hi Scorpio, this is Amani and this is your shortened version of my April 10th to April 16th reading. These messages are also for Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? Alright, Scorpio, so on Monday you have the Four of Air. So you could be dealing with air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. With this, I feel like this person kind of has you feeling this way. Maybe they did something to you or someone close to you, okay, mentally. Okay, so it could even be like your mind where like you feel a little bit trapped. You feel like you just need to rest and retract from the world is what it feels like because of something that's going on. I feel like even like sudden disbelief. So there's something going on here that's a bit hard for you to wrap your brain around right now. This week, you know, a lot of the signs are having some extreme changes going on this week, either for negative or for positive, but it's those changes are kind of like going to bring you into like a brighter spot in your life is what it feels like to me. And they're not necessarily bad. I just feel like it's gonna give you some kind of clarity, either like emotionally and mentally is what it feels like to me, okay? And with this, I feel like you're trying to I feel like you may even be spending too much time inside the house, whereas you could have had a job that I feel like you weren't really liking that much, and there was this need to leave it, is what it feels like to me. You might have just wanted to be at home with your kids, etc. Whoever it is that you live with, they could possibly have been wanting more of your time, okay? And with this, if not a job, I do feel like if you are a father, you're trying your best to do what you can for your family. If you are a father, if you are a mother, you're doing the best for your kids, is what it feels like. And I feel like if you are much older, there could even be like a grandchild situation here where the grandchild is feeling this way. They could be an air sign child, is who you're dealing with, and they feel a little bit blocked because maybe they're like, if this is like a younger person to you, maybe they feel like they're getting picked on at school and you're needing to be there for them for whatever reason. There's some kind of element here with bullying. They may be talking to you about that, okay? And it's almost like there's a there's a huge age gap going on here, and this younger person is talking to you about them being bullied at school, and you're not really knowing what to really say to them, okay? If not that kind of situation, I feel like there's some kind of repressed anger going on here, and it could be from an air sign. This person has repressed anger with you. They're not, it's like not being able to, it's almost like when they're around you, they're biting their tongue. There's like this feeling of constantly having to bite their tongue with you, or you doing this with them, because it's like they bring out the worst in you is what it feels like to me, or you them. But I feel like they do this to you. They don't mean to, but this is their only way of knowing how to communicate with you. And this is why you feel this way with that person. You feel blocked on all extremities. You feel they pretty much have you tied down. Okay, you can't really move with them. You can't move forward because they have you blocked, is what it feels like to me, okay? On Tuesday, you have the 10 of water here. Water represents your energy. This also has to do with, this could even represent money coming into the home very quickly. Emotional stability is what it feels like to me. So whereas you did have some kind of block, I feel like you do have, you could even have another Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces that you're interacting here. That brings in some type of clarity into your mind, is what it feels like to me too. And emotional stability. All right, and with that, I do feel like whereas at home you could have been having some issues, you have something else or someone else outside of your home that's kind of bringing you love, giving you love. So it's almost like whereas if you're in a relationship that's emotionally draining, it's like you're turning to someone else and they're there for you, is what it feels like to me, okay? So it doesn't have to be like a cheating situation, whereas I feel like you might have been accused of cheating because of this, but what else could you have done? Okay, because, you know, I feel like it had a lot to do with you, like, not communicating also. So whereas you might have told your partner, okay, I will be home at this time, when you were actually somewhere else, you were lying to them. So that makes it even worse when you're not answering the phone, is what it feels like to me, okay? If not that kind of situation, I do feel like there's a strong need to work and get yourself back into this place, in your mind and in your heart and mind and soul, is what it feels like to me, okay? So this could even be taking on more work, okay, having to overload. And I feel like you're dealing with a child right now but for some reason the child may be bringing you in a little bit of sadness. It didn't come up reversed because I don't normally read reversals. I just read based on whatever I pick up intuitively from the card. But you may have a child, like I said, that the child may be making you feel this way, and I feel like the child is also a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and they may be not well right now. They may be autistic. They may be having, like I said, having some kind of issues at school, or they could be in daycare, or they're dealing with a doctor. The doctor doesn't really know what to do with them, etc. They don't know how to like train them, okay, and that's bringing on some kind of like sadness to you is what it feels like, okay? Some issues with a child there. On Wednesday, you have the enslaved prisoner. Okay, so this is like a situation that you can't really get out of. Okay, whereas with a child, maybe you feel stumped about an issue with a child very strongly. I feel like here. Okay, and it's brought you some kind of, like I said, it brought you some kind of sadness, and it's like you can't really find the spot to find your happiness again, and it is causing some kind of frustration. I feel like there's even this element as to like there, you feel like there is someone or something to blame for this child's this child's situation is what it feels like. And it could be like could even be like an earth sign that you feel like they are to blame for something to do with a child here. Okay, if not that situation, I do feel like you feel you're frustrated. You could be frustrated with an earth sign person for not communicating with you, or for not communicating with someone else that you're attached to, and they could be a fire sign individual. So this feels like external energies coming towards you, and it almost seems like things not really working the way you want them to in your favor. This can even be financial, where you're waiting on money to come in and it's not coming in fast enough because you have some kind of block here. Like I said on Monday, you have some kind of block. Whether that be a person, whether that be communication, whether that be waiting on something because someone else is in the way, is what it feels like to me. You can't move forward because either a person, you need somebody out of the way so that things can move forward for you, basically. Okay? Thursday, you have the outcast. Okay, this is about this is like the Fool. So this is about you going on new journeys, ideas, etc., whatever it may be. With this, I feel like you're taking drastic action, whether that be I'm even getting like selling your soul. Okay, so things of that nature, like Illuminati, like that kind of shit. Okay, but I mean whatever you do what you can. I mean I'm not, you know, it is what it is. You do what you do. But with this, I do feel like with that there is some kind of spiritual confusion if you do that, or maybe you feel like some type of you're just done with not having what you want. It's what it feels like, and you're just ready to just drop everything and, like I said, take drastic action. There's some kind of energy here, possibly even you being a bit of a stalker to someone as well, or someone is stalking you, but it's for a very important reason. It could even be like papers, like trying to like sell somebody's like something like selling somebody's information, like their personal information, but it's going to get exposed. You're doing it on purpose, or someone's doing it on purpose, is what it feels like to me. Some type of drastic, there's exposure going on here out of frustration, and it could have to do with a child. Okay, I feel like someone didn't mean to do so. They didn't do it on purpose. They just feel really bad, but I feel like you don't see it that way, so that's why you're doing this to get back at someone, is what it feels like to me. Okay. On Friday, you have the Nine of Water. The Nine of Water is like it represents like emotional stability. It also represents the wish card. It's like making your wishes. Okay, so you're hoping with this, I feel like you're hoping to move. You could be trying to move here. That's why the outcast is there. Maybe there's a situation where like I said, once you get your papers, something here with information, maybe once you sign off on papers, you're going to get your house, or you're going to get a car back, whatever it is that you need to get back in order to move forward, is what it feels like to me. Okay? And with this, you could even be trying to go back to school. You're thinking about going back to school based on something that came in for you in the week. Okay? So maybe you didn't necessarily, I mean, if you took the drastic action, whether that be whatever it is that you did, and whether that be spiritually inclined, whatever it is to help you give you that boost, it does feel like it could have worked out in your favor is what it feels like to me, okay? And it could have to do with you. You could be working with a fire sign individual as well. They could be the ones that are supporting you during this time. You could be doing this together. On Saturday, you have the Two of Earth here. So the Two of Earth is like financial balance, being balanced financially. So yeah, like I said, whatever drastic action you did take, it brought you and your partner, whether that be a fire sign or a water sign, you have a partner here, but whatever you did, it brought in some type of balance into your life. But I feel like the drasticness of it has affected someone else in your life here. Okay, it did some kind of effect happen here, and it was like that kind of like boom. It was like it's like that kind of thing that can't be avoided. Like they have no choice but to see it. Okay, it's like being served papers or being served exposure, extreme exposure in order to get what you want. So this could even be like exposing yourself, exposing who you are, your personal stuff to other people even. Okay, so it kind of feels like someone got put on blast, but it's like what do you call it? It's almost like it's to help you though. So whereas it might have been something negative to somebody else, but it's benefiting you and your family though. So it's almost like not even giving a shit about what happens to their stuff. But it's like saying I don't give a shit what happens to them. I got my stuff. It's basically like how I feel. Okay? On Sunday you have the fire element. Okay, the fire element, that, like I said, you could be dealing with fire sign individuals here. I don't have to hold this card up that long because there's only a circle going on right there. But like I said, you could be dealing with a fire sign person. They could be trying to get you to stop doing something, whether it's be exposing somebody's information, etc., exposing yours, selling soul, whatever the drastic action is, somebody's trying to get you to stop doing it because there's patience needed here. So there's no need for you to really go like jump into the fire pit so quickly. Don't jump in so quickly. It's almost like be more patient with something because there may be repercussions to the action that you take is what it feels like to me, okay? All right then, Scorpio, that completes your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and most importantly, I hope that it was insightful to you. Take care, Scorpio. Bye.